In this next video, we're going to be going over gap insurance through Transamerica. The plan is called TransConnect. And gap insurance is a supplemental policy that helps with some of the medical expenses, especially towards the deductible and some higher priced items. It's not meant to cover doctor's office visits and prescriptions and things like that. It's really meant to cover surgeries and any type of MRIs or CAT scans or diagnostic scans, mainly. But it does help with the deductible, especially when you're facing a $3,000 deductible and a $7,900 out of pocket, or on Plan 2 where the $1,500 deductible and $5,500 out of pocket, as we went over on the last video for the medical insurance. It definitely does help take a nice chunk out of the expenses that you would have to pay. So first, I want to tell you what's not covered under the gap, because I think that's everybody's important as what is covered under the gap. What's not covered under the gap is all in the brown, okay? There's two benefits with the gap. There's inpatient and there's outpatient. The definition is over 24 hours is inpatient and outpatient is under 24 hours, okay? That's an important definition. So inpatient, over 24 hours, not covered is mental health and substance use. It's not covered under each gap plan. That's the only thing that wouldn't be covered inpatient over 24 hours. Under 24 hours, outpatient, what's not covered is doctor's office visits. ER for illness, accidents would be covered under ER. Physical therapy, not covered. Labs, blood work, observation is a lot of like a false labor situation. Prescriptions, and DME stands for durable medical equipment. It does seem like a lot, but it's really not meant to cover the smaller things that have copays associated with it. The main thing it covers is the surgeries, like I said, and any type of diagnostic MRIs and so forth. So for example, if you're going inpatient and you're at Plan 1, which ties right into Plan 1 on the medical, it's going to pay $3,000 for inpatient. And note, I mentioned you have a $3,000 deductible with Plan number 1, so really you would have a zero deductible for an inpatient other than mental health and substance abuse. And then for outpatient, it's going to pay the first $1,500. So if you go in and get just any type of surgery, in and out that day under 24 hours, or any type of MRI or CAT scan or anything like that, it'll pay the first $1,500, and then on this plan, you would pay the second $1,500 towards your $3,000 deductible on line 6 on the medical plan, and then after that, you just pay 30%. So it would take a nice little chunk off the deductible. Okay. Then on Plan 2, since the deductible is lower, you still get inpatient of $3,000 and the outpatient of $1,500. However, your deductible is less, so it will pay more. Like you have a $1,500 deductible here, so it'll pay all of that on an inpatient basis over 24 hours, and then it'll even start paying a lot of your 20% coinsurance. So your maximum here would be $5,500 out of pocket on Plan 1. It would pay $3,000 towards that, so you only have $2,500 to pay on maximum. And then outpatient under 24 hours, it'll pay $1,500, so it would pay all of your deductible outpatient. So you really have a zero deductible for surgeries done in a facility on Plan 2. So that's really the difference between Plan 1 and Plan 2. A couple things on the gap insurance is when you go in for a surgery or an MRI or any type of those things, you will want to bring your gap ID card. Okay, you're going to get the ID card in the mail. It doesn't look like a very fancy envelope, so maybe looking for it. It says Transamerica on it. You'll pull out the policy, which is a stapled a few pages of paper, and then you'll go to the second page and you'll tear out the perforated ID cards. Now, my suggestion is that you tape that to your medical card. and that way you'll always have it. You can certainly give it to any providers. It won't pay unless it's a surgery or MRI or something like that, but it doesn't hurt to give all providers just in case. Also, if you forgot to give your ID card, or let's say maybe the facility won't bill Transamerica because some with smaller admin offices won't bill Transamerica, then you can always file a claim on your own and you will get paid these amounts instead of the provider. But if you give your ID card, the provider will get those amounts. It's also important to know that the inpatient 3,000 and the outpatient 1,500 are separate from each other. So if you go in and get an MRI and say it pays the whole thing, and then you need to go inpatient, the policy will also pay 3,000. So it's a direct correlation between under 24 hours and over 24 hours. And you could potentially get both of these payouts. We've had a lot of good success with the gap. It's not probably something that everybody has all the time. I think it's very fortunate that Virtua has it. And if you have any questions, you can certainly call us. But this is a good starting point to watch this video to get a brief description of what the gap does cover. Other than that, we're going to move on to the next video. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll move on. Thank you.